Good evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Saturday. I'm your host for South Carolina weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's go and talk about the weather for your Saturday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, you see we do have some showers that are moving north towards places up inside of North Carolina, but shower activity was going on over there near Camden, Kershaw, Jefferson, and Pageland, South Carolina, as well. As we go on and scroll our way up or scroll our way out, you can see that we do have some tornado warnings up, some severe thunderstorm warnings up inside of Mississippi. Went all through Louisiana and is actually going through or is about to go through New Orleans in about 30 minutes or so, 30 minutes to an hour or so. Also, some rainfall going on inside of Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, and Arkansas, as well as Tennessee, as Memphis, Tennessee is under a flash flood warning. Rain going on inside of North Carolina, Virginia, also on the coast of the mid Atlantic. As we move our way up here inside the west, some rain, some snow, and some freezing rain pretty much going on out here to the west, and it's pretty much scattered. So now going on to talk about, that's too far, as we go on and talk about our cloud cover. Cloud cover right now actually seems to be pretty, I'd honestly say pretty calm and pretty scattered throughout the place. I wouldn't say that it would be too heavy. I mean, there may be some heavy clouds up there inside the upstate of South Carolina, but if you look out to our west, those clouds are way heavier than it is over here. But definitely still clouds out there though, and there are some clear spots as well. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it is all cloudy in all areas. Going on to check out our cloud cover as well. Here it is. I'm not quite sure. I think that I'm supposed to. Oh, I need to refresh this. There it is, right there. If you go on and go to the 0Z, as you go on and push this forward, cloud cover will continue even as we go through to tonight. This is tomorrow morning right here. Cloud cover continuing over South Carolina, and then as you move into tomorrow night, cloud cover will start to push out of South Carolina, but then more will come through, and this is 36 hours. So this right here is Monday morning right here. Cloud cover again, not really there much. Mostly clear throughout South Carolina, and then as you get into your Monday night, cloud cover here is looking to be more clear. Talking about current temperatures right now. Current temperatures right now, let me get that real quick. 61 in Columbia, 64 in Charleston, as well as 50 inside of Greenville, 53 in Rock Hill, 53 in Union, as well as 52 in Anderson and Walhalla, 53 in Bennettsville, 62 in Loris, as well as Myrtle Beach and Georgetown, and Moncks Corner, 64 in Charleston, I believe I already said that, 66 inside of Beaufort, and 64 inside of Savannah. In terms of low temperatures tonight, be around 48 inside of Greenville, 48 in Spartanburg, as well as 49 in Rock Hill and Henderson, 48 inside of Lawrence, and 55 inside of Newberry, 57 in Winsboro, 58 in Columbia, 59 inside of Dillon and Aiken, as well as 60 inside of Sumter and Barnwell, 61 in Orangeburg, Walterboro, and Florence, 62 in Charleston, Hilton Head Island, and 60 over there near Myrtle Beach. Looking at our rainfall, this is our chance of precipitation. You can see the up in the top right corner of your screen. It's a bit small. I gotta work on how to make that a bit bigger, or work on how to make it more suitable. But that's just for right now. That will change. It goes all the way from a 0% chance all the way up to an 100% chance. But right now, the only area that is around an 80 to 100% chance is up there inside of the far upstate of South Carolina, where precipitation will happen. It is expected, and you will definitely need an umbrella with you. But if you're in the 60 to 79% range, like places like Anderson, Greenville, places like that, you pretty much have a likely chance of receiving rain, meaning that you probably will receive widespread precipitation. Your chance of staying dry is slim, and you must plan accordingly. This goes through tonight as you go into the 30 to 59% 5% chance. So places like Spartanburg, Lawrence, Greenwood, Rock Hill, Columbia, Aiken, Cheraw, Camden as well. That is just a chance, scattered precipitation. You could stay dry, but you could also not stay dry. It's like almost a 50-50 shot. And then you have the 15 to 29% chance as well for places like Moncks Corner and Charleston, where you will receive isolated precipitation, but you probably will not need any sort of rain equipment with you. But that is pretty much it in terms of our precipitation. As you go on and move on towards the SPC outlook, this is, again, very different. I said that changes would be coming. It looks a bit interesting right now, but things will change. As you can see, a lot of things will change, but everyone inside of South Carolina does have a slight risk of severe weather, technically meaning that you have a 2 out of 5 risk of receiving severe weather. There is a tornado threat with this as well. There's a 5% risk for places like Rock Hill, Camden, Columbia, Augusta, Greenwood, Sumter as well. And then there also is a 2% risk for everybody else. There also is a wind threat. Everyone inside the yellow, which is everyone inside the state, has a slight risk for some damaging winds, which means a 15% chance. And then hail is only restricted to places like Columbia, Camden, Orangeburg, Walterboro, Allendale, Barnwell, and Newberry, as well as Greenwood. So those are all places that are inside of a 5% chance for some hail. And then that is you go on and move on to our excessive rainfall. There's our excessive rainfall. We do have a day 1 risk for some minor flooding going into the very far upstate of South Carolina, including Greenville as well. And then as you move into tomorrow, for our Sunday, we do have a marginal risk for some excessive rainfall as well. That includes pretty much Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson, and far upstate. Every other day, days 3 through 5, looks good though. So now let's go on and talk about our future. So here's the ARRR right here. So we're going to go on and move to our composite reflectivity. And as we go on and push this forward, you can see that there is some rainfall that is moving through the upstate of South Carolina, moving through Florence, Hartsfield, Dillon, as well as you move through around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Then as you move around 4 o'clock in the morning, showers and downpours are moving through. Then there goes the line of severe weather that we're watching for. That's at around 6 o'clock in the morning as it's moving through the Atlanta region. And then there it goes as it moves through South Carolina. Damaging winds, gusts of up to 60 to 70 miles per hour, most likely moving through the upstate of South Carolina at around 9 o'clock in the morning. And then this is around 11 o'clock in the morning right here. Showers, thunderstorms, all moving through past Columbia at around 10, 11 o'clock. Rock Hill, same time, 10, 11 o'clock. Then it reaches the low country in the PD region as you have potentially storms out in front of it that could rotate. This is around 12 to 1 o'clock p.m. where these showers and downpours move through low country of South Carolina and the PD region. So it will be going through the upstate pretty much at around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, through the Midlands at around 10 to 11 o'clock, and through the low country in the PD region around 12 to 2 o'clock, maybe even around 4 o'clock as well, as you can see some more rain through there. And then some rain on the backside as well that might pop up at around 2, 3 o'clock. It might start to form up there in the upstate, then push through the Midlands, and then get through to the low country of South Carolina as well. And you can also look at wind gust as well, just to see how fast the wind is actually moving. This does take storms into account, I'm pretty sure. But we'll check it out and see what happens. So you go in and push this forward, there it goes as it's moving through, and you can just see a line of 40, 30, 40, 50. There's some isolated 60s in there, and you could be underdoing it. So we're gonna have to wait and just see what happens there. But let's go on and talk about our future now for about like the next 400 or so hours. So as you can go through the next 400 or so hours, you can see that there is obviously a lot going on. You can see over there inside of Louisiana and over there in Arkansas, Texas as well. That's moving on through. And as that leaves, nice little dry period going into New Year's Eve as well. Honestly, might be a bit quieter. Then we do have some cool air still moving through it around January the 2nd, maybe through January the 3rd and the 4th as well. And then as you go on and get through to January the 6th, January the 7th, shower activity is going to keep on moving through. Then this is January the 8th right here and the 9th, as we might get some heavy rain moving through here. And this is a bit far out, just under 300 hours. So, I mean, not far, but pretty much very far out. And look at that cold air. That is a lot of cold air right there. That's actually gonna be something that we're gonna see throughout early slash mid January, and that could cause some very cool air, and you can even see some snow out there. Again, it's over 350 hours out, but that's down there. We have snow down there in Florida, and if you look at temperatures as well, I mean, temperatures can get down if it does happen on January the 12th at 7 o'clock in the morning. It could be 15 degrees, maybe even -6 up there near the Greenville Spartanburg region. But again, over 350 hours out. Some people have said this is the coldest air that they have seen down here in this region in a very long time, possibly in years, if this was to occur. And I do definitely agree with that as well. But we're going to wait and we're going to see what happens instead of forecasting that to happen. But that is that. Let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say. I did leave a message, but I was talking with somebody else before the stream started, so you don't have to worry about that. Ms. Oliver says, good evening. It's been dreary and rainy here in Chattanooga. I was hoping for some sun, but there is none. I hope you had a great day. If it rained in Somerville, I should see a replenished pond soon. I don't believe it rained today. I'm not quite sure. I don't think it did, though. I don't think it did. I can check real quick, though. I might be wrong, but it did rain today. Okay, never mind. It did rain today. So, but it wasn't a lot, though. It was only around 600th of an inch, so I don't think that would have done enough. My cousin Cheryl does say, good evening, weatherman. Hope you had a wonderful day. It's been raining here in Philly and going to rain for the next couple of days, but keep up the good work. I love you, Cheryl. Thank you so much for your comment. And it's probably been raining pretty much all over the central eastern seaboard as well. And then Mr. Oliver finishes off and says, will the showers move through, reduce the drought deficit in South Carolina? It will. 100% it will. In terms of rain totals as well, we can check that out as well. Not on there though. If you just look for how much rain will fall through the next 48 or so hours as we start back to the 0Z, it says upwards of around, possibly a good 1 to 2 inch, around a hundredth of an inch to maybe even an inch. In the Midlands, maybe close to 2 to 3 inches. The Low Country might not see as much as some of the other regions can. The coast probably will, down there towards Charleston and Georgetown. But the inland Low Country might only receive like half an inch. But there are some other regions that probably will receive around an inch or two. And that is pretty much going to wrap that up. So let's go on and talk about San Antonio and Raleigh now. So as we go on and move our way down here. So going to the ARRR as we go on and move this forward, make sure that if you have not hit the like button or subscribe button yet, you've done that. We have 9 people in here watching and only 7 likes. And we've had 10 people tune in so far. So if you're one of the other 2 that have not hit the like button yet, make sure that you do that. But going on to move this forward, rainfall inside of San Antonio does not look likely until, well, actually, there is no rain really expected for San Antonio as you move through the next 48 or so hours. Now moving over here, in the temperature-wise now, I do believe as you go on and move this forward, low temperatures tonight will be inside 50, 49 maybe. High temperatures tomorrow at around 79, low temperatures tomorrow night at around 50, 48 And then high temperatures moving up to around 83-ish, going into December the 30th. Low temperatures starting to get down, probably into like the 60s again on that day. Move up here to Raleigh, North Carolina. We do have some low temperatures tonight at around, honestly, not that low. It's again one of those nights to where temperatures will rise as the night progresses, but it'll be around 55 degrees at 12 o'clock in the morning, maybe even 54 at 2, 3 a.m. But then it's going to already start to climb back up at around 5 a.m. It's going to be around 56 degrees. High temperatures tomorrow, though, at around 68. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 58, 56 maybe. Maybe even lower than that, around like 46. And then high temperatures going into around 59-ish, going into December the 30th. And then talking about rain as well. Rain as well, I do not believe that there is much except for tomorrow. Tomorrow, as those thunderstorms will move through. There it goes right there. Gusty winds, maybe a small tornado threat as you go into around 1, 2 p.m. And then some kind of like just like some rain behind it at around 4 or 5 o'clock. And then maybe some more at around 8 to 10 o'clock p.m. So all of that possible tomorrow. But then after that, you're rain free. And a lot of us are rain free down here after that whole system passes. And then in terms of severe weather, we just talked about it though. Raleigh does have that risk for some severe weather as you move through tomorrow afternoon. Gusty winds will try and move through, maybe isolated tornado threat as well. And that's pretty much going to go on and wrap this up. We're going to leave the radar up here inside the upstate of South Carolina because that's honestly where most of the activity is happening at right now. Nothing going on inside the low country or the PD region. Mainly all just up here inside the upstate where there is some rain going on near Seneca, Walhalla, Pickens, Greenville. And now talking about what's going on for the entire United States as well. Obviously, severe weather going on inside of Louisiana, Mississippi, or actually Louisiana's pretty much done except for down there near New Orleans. But Mississippi, Alabama receiving some severe weather. Alabama inside of a tornado watch. Same thing with Mississippi. Also, portions of the panhandle of Florida as well. Also have wind advisories up for portions of South Carolina as the system passes us tomorrow. And then some fog possible for Minnesota, Missouri, as well as Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, and New York, with some wind going on out to the west as well. And some winter weather. But that's pretty much it. So hopefully everyone enjoyed the forecast tonight. If you have not hit the like button, subscribe button, or the share button yet, make sure that you do that. I don't see anything else inside the chat, so I'm going to assume that is it. We're at 319 subscribers, trying to get to 400. We had around 4 people hit the subscribe button yesterday. That was nice. Hopefully we can keep that going tonight. And I will be back tomorrow morning, or not tomorrow morning because it's Sunday. I do not upload morning videos on Sundays, but actually I could, because now I actually upload during the evening times now. So actually there might actually be, we might start doing forecast on Sunday mornings now. We might. But that's pretty much it. So hopefully everyone has a fantastic rest of your Saturday, and I will be back sometime tomorrow.
Hey, yeah.